Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. Just want to chat with y'all, give y'all some knowledge, give y'all some awareness. I want y'all to be more cautious about, the people that you deal with. And what I want to discuss with y'all about is it's very important to be careful who you deal with. It's very important to be careful who you fall in love with. Like I said, there's nothing wrong about being single. You can be happy alone, but it's also very important to be careful who you dealing with. Because like when it comes down to marriage, when it comes down to being in love, to having a marriage and wanting to have kids, it's very important to make sure, is this the right person that you want to be with? Is this the person that you love? Is this the person that is like, like your knight in shining armor? Do you like their personality? Do you like their flow? Do you like the way they carry themselves? Is it somebody that can make you laugh? Is it somebody that helps you out with stuff? Is it somebody that's like one of your biggest supporters? This is stuff that you got to think about. What I mean? It's stuff that you really got to, start thinking about when you're making these decisions about being in a relationship and falling in love and getting married. And it's also very important to be careful who you be dealing with. Like when it comes down to you being alone or staying to yourself and wanting to hang out with people, you got to be careful who you hang out with. Be careful who you dealing with, because you never know. These are the type of people that can set you up. That can set you up and they can get you into some serious trouble. But because of the fact that you were that you were naive to the situation, you just wanted to be popular. You didn't really look at it like that. See, with you being a nice person, with you being to yourself, a lot of people these days, they use your kindness for weakness. If you're the type of person that's laid back, chill, nice, people like to take advantage of you. I mean, there's nothing wrong about being nice and there's nothing wrong about being friendly, but at the same time, you gotta let people know what you're all about. At the same time, you gotta put your foot down and let people know what you're all about. Let people know that they can't take advantage of you. And sometimes you may have to blow people out. Sometimes you may have to blow people out to let them know what you stand for. Sometimes you may have to cuss people out. It just depends on who you dealing with. That's why it's very important to be careful who you deal with. There's nothing wrong about being a loner, and there's nothing wrong about staying to yourself. It's always great to be a leader and not a follower. You know what I mean? People now these days, like, you really gotta watch out who you dealing with. People now these days are crazy. Like, now these days, if you get into a fight and you beat the dude up, a lot of times the dude is gonna come back and he's gonna shoot and kill you. That's why a lot of times, I mean, if somebody like disses you or says something disrespectful to you, I mean, you gotta learn how to laugh stuff off. I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't touch you or anything, but just because they said something disrespectful, you want to beat them up. Like, no, you gotta learn how to laugh it off. I mean, even if you know 100% that you can beat the person up, you still gotta learn how to laugh it off. I mean, at the same time, there are times where you do have to be the bigger man. I mean, it doesn't even mean it doesn't mean that you're a pussy. I mean, like, 100% that you can beat the dude up, but it's just, you just have to really be logic. You gotta be logic. You gotta learn how to laugh stuff off. I mean, in the reality of it, I mean, violence is not the answer. I mean, you only fight unless you absolutely have to. I mean, me personally, I mean, with me, I have a martial arts background, and being in martial arts, you're taught to only fight unless you absolutely have to. So if you say something disrespectful to me, I can tell if you being for real, and I can tell if you joking with me. But at the same time, I just like to stay to myself. I mean, I don't like a whole lot of trouble. I mean, and if you're the type of person that's not a people's person, that is okay. Because, you don't want to be like having all random types of energy around you. You don't want to be dealing with all types of crazy people that can get you into some trouble, that can surround you around the wrong energy. Be careful who you dealing with these days. Be careful who you deal with. Be careful who you fall in love with. Be careful who, just who you deal with on a daily basis, because sometimes you can just really see people for what they really are. You thought they were a true friend, and you come to find out that they were nothing but a fake friend. Just be careful. This world is getting worse day by day, and it's very important for us to just be careful who we deal with. I just wanted to share this video with y'all. I want y'all to raise y'all cautiousness, be aware, because, this world is just getting worse and worse, and I want y'all to be prepared, and I want y'all to be safe. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share. Love y'all.